Orientali Lumen, Nur al-Sharq, had their meeting last week in San Diego. They are a group of laity and theologians from the Orthodox and Catholic churches with a dialogue of love and humility. We have with us today Father Collins from the Catholic University of America, a theologian.
I am the Warren Blanding Professor of Religion at the Catholic University of America in Washington. I basically teach New Testament, and for 6 years, my first 6 years in Washington, I was Dean of the School of Religious Studies there, after having served as Professor of New Testament.
So what is the key to unity that will unlock the closed, rusty doors?
Well, I think there are actually two keys, from my perspective. I really do think that prayer for unity, prayer for one another, and prayer with one another is a very important key. And I think I would say those three kinds of prayers: for one another, with one another, and for unity itself. From a New Testament perspective, I would like to see us have a common study both of the New Testament scriptures and those scriptures of the early church, the writings of the fathers, particularly those, I would think, of Chrysostom, who was a great interpreter of the scriptures.
Everybody thinks the dawn of Christian unity is upon us. Do you see this in our time or for future generations?
Our time is eschatological time. And so from that perspective, it is certainly in our time. Will it be in our lifetime, your lifetime and my lifetime? You know, I am not really so sure. On the other hand, I do expect that when it begins to happen, I think it's really going to happen quickly. I think right now we are in a process of establishing some bases, some dialogues, this conference here in San Diego. But I think all of a sudden there is going to be a rapid movement towards the unity of the churches. And once that takes place, it'll be like a flood. And I think it'll take place very quickly.
Usually the prophet in the church could be the priest, or it could be the laity too.
Oh, it could. I'm sure it could be the priest, but I'm also sure it could be the laity. You know, if I look to what is going on in Lumen Orientale, these conferences now that we've had for some 9 years, you know, and I look at Mr. Fiegel, whom you've just interviewed, and we'll see how that shows up on the show. But I mean, Jack has a very prophetic gift, and Jack has been the instrument, I think, of the Spirit in fostering the unity of the church. And Jack, though he has the desire someday of becoming an ordained deacon.
And I thank you, Father Collins, for this beautiful interview, and thank you very much.